Hey, and good morning to everybody. I hope you guys are doing super good, and I hope this day will be another beautiful day on your side. Now, my name is Pamity, and today we are looking at yesterday's midterm budget speech. So, yesterday, being the 30th of October 2024, our Minister of Finance, Mr. Enoch Godongwane, had his midterm budget speech. So over there, we see our president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, arriving at the venue. We can also see some MK supporters there at the entrance there. They are also welcoming Mr. Ramaphosa. So on entry, everything looks calm. Everything looks, everyone is smiling. Everyone is friendly towards each other. So far, so good. We also have a video of Mr. Godongwane himself arriving at the venue. We can see him there with his team. And at this stage, all we are hoping for is that he is a man that's going to put a smile on our faces. This is before his speech, so it's just on arrival. So what's left is for, all the political parties, all the people to hear what exactly he has to say and then take it from there. Let's take some time to look at a short portion of what Mr. Godongwane had to say in his budget speech.
The debt has risen too fast and is too high. We are anticipating that government debt will reach more than 6 trillion or 75% of GDP in 25-26. We know that our debt is unsustainable because debt service costs have become the largest component of our spending, and it is rising faster than economic growth. Debt service costs will reach 388.9 billion rand in the current financial year. Put differently, this means for every 1 rand of revenue that government raises this year, 22 cents of this is paid in debt service cost. To deal with this problem, we have taken difficult steps to reduce the budget deficit. We have restrained spending and maintained stable tax collection. As a result of our measures, government achieved a primary budget surplus in 23-24 for the first time in 15 years.
So that's just a small portion of the minister's speech. But let's hear what Julius Malema and Vuyo Zungula had to say, or what their opinions are on the speech.
What the finance minister is delivering in his midterm budget.
Well, we reject the budget, and what South Africa should actually notice is that it's the first neoliberal budget of the coalition of the DA and the ANC, which prioritizes the racialized apartheid styles of economic growth, and its intention is to continue privatization of strategic sectors of our economy. How come do you have a midterm budget that has got no clear plan on how we are going to reduce unemployment? Because the problem of unemployment in South Africa is very serious. The issue of infrastructure development is just paying a lip service, and there's no clear plan as to how we're going to resolve that. At the center of an economic crisis we're faced with is also crime. The crime in South Africa makes it difficult for people to do business with South Africa and in South Africa, yet it doesn't say anything about that. This thing of trying by all means to reduce the state, it's going to undermine the state capacity, and as the EFF, we knew very well that this neoliberal agenda will prioritize privatization. Today they officially buried GDP. Their policy was GDP. Today nothing is mentioned about the GDP as the official departure from GDP to a neoliberal agenda.
It's difficult to pick up a positive because what the minister stated, he alluded to the problems that we are facing. The first one is the inability to generate more revenue. And however, it does not provide solutions, because we would have expected the minister to at least focus on the illicit financial flows that are in the regions of billions, which could be utilized to increase the revenue streams of our country. We've got illicit trade. For example, the tobacco trade is worth over, is close to 20 billion, but nothing is done when it comes to tapping into that revenue stream. You've got the informal economy that is over 500 billion rands per year, but the minister again is refusing to tap into that particular revenue stream to create more income for the country, because the reality is that the number of people that are paying taxes is getting lower, and that is why there's going to be budget cuts. But in the absence of the minister being clear to say, but this is how we're going to generate other revenue, because the informal economy, it is a low-lying fruit, basically, because it takes nothing for SARS to actually establish a unit that will focus on the informal economy. It takes nothing for SARS, again, to go after illicit tobacco or alcohol trade. So that is our view on the issues when it comes to revenue. When it comes to job creation, jobs are not going to fall from the sky. There needed to be a change in terms of government attitude. Currently, the government is spending over 80% of its budget on big business, but the small businesses are not getting enough when it comes to government spending. In our view, if you want to boost employment, you need to have a government that is focusing more on SMMEs. And again, you need to have a manufacturing-driven economy instead of having a consumer-driven economy.
How do we get to that particular point? Because the other issue that has been raised is that perhaps maybe for South Africa it may be a bit difficult to compete when it comes to the manufacturing sector, because you've got China as well, and China is able to deliver manufactured goods at a much cheaper price than what South Africa would be able to do. But then also the agribusiness space as well, not much being done there.
It is a missed opportunity, because if you look at the nature of our country, we used to have a very strong textile industry that was competing with the rest of the world. However, with the policies that the government actually embarked on that allowed the cheap products from China, because China would be trading with all countries in the world. But the question would be, how come are other countries focusing on protecting some sectors of the economy, so that, because you know that if you protect some of these industries, you are protecting the employment of the country. However, if you are going to be crying to say, but China can make it cheaper,